A company that makes bicycles has determined that a new employee can assemble M of D, where M of D is 96D squared over 2D squared plus 9, bicycles per day after D days on the job training. Find the rate of change of the function for the number of bicycles assembled with respect to time. That means find M prime of D. Now this time we have a rational function. It has a numerator of 96D squared and a denominator of 2D squared plus 9. So I need to find the derivative of the numerator, which is going to be 192D. This is a power times that 96 is 192. Reduce the power by 1. And my D prime is going to be just 4D. So now I'm going to assemble my derivative. And remember what it is. It's denominator. So 2D squared plus 9 times derivative of the numerator, 192D, minus the numerator, which is 96D squared, times the derivative of the denominator, which is 4D, and all of that is over the original denominator to the second power. Now, I need to simplify this some, but I don't technically have to. I can put a 2 in for all of these and do the arithmetic. So if you're having trouble with the simplifying, just go ahead and substitute the 2 in there. Let me write this where it's a little easier to read. That's 2D squared. So you can put a 2 in all those and you'll get the same answer, but you can simplify by distributing here and distributing here. Okay, so I get 384D cubed plus 1728D minus 384D cubed. And there's no need to multiply out that denominator. We're just going to go ahead and do a substitution of a 2 in there in just a minute. It wouldn't be any simpler if you multiplied it out, so just leave that. Now notice that these two terms are just alike. One's a positive, one's a negative. They will add to 0. So I've got 1728D over 2D squared plus 9 all squared. Now they asked me to find, in part B, M prime of 2, and part C, M prime of 5, and then interpret what that means. So M prime of 2, 1728 times 2 over 2 times 2 squared plus 9 all squared. You've got to have those outer parentheses before that square. That's 3456 over 17 squared. 2 times 2 to the second is 8 plus 9 is 17. And when you divide that out, it's about 12. And it's rounded to, I think, let's see what it says. Round to 1 decimal place. Well, it rounds to 12.0. So just 12. M prime of 5 gives us 728 times 5 over 2 times 5 squared plus 9 all squared. That's 8640 over 3481. And that's 2.5 when rounded to 1 decimal place. Now, whenever I have a fraction, I will go ahead and do the top and then the bottom and divide last, because if you want to do it all at once, you've got to put brackets or parentheses around these numerators, and most people forget to do that. So I would just do the top, do the bottom, and then do the division. And by the way, this is 3456 divided by 289, and that's how I got the 12. Now, the interpretation. Remember what a derivative is telling you. It's telling you how it is changing at 2, how it is changing at 5. It doesn't tell you how many they did at 2 or how many they did at 5. Okay, 2 days training, 5 days. It's telling you how it's changing at 2. So even though some of these are kind of cut off, you can still answer them. After 2 days on the job, the new employee needs to learn. No, they don't need to learn. That has nothing to do with this. After 2 days on the job, the new employee can assemble about 12 more, right? Or after 2 days on the job, the new employee can assemble, well, we don't know how many they can assemble. It's 12 more than the day before. That's what we know. So it's got to be choice B, right? This more, okay, is telling you, is the change going up or is the change going down? Well, that's it. And then this part's cut off, but it also says after 5 days on the job, they can assemble only 2.5 more bikes than they could assemble the day before.